Hey guys, in this video I want to compare the Nexus 5 5.0 Lollipop versus the Samsung Galaxy S5, which is running TouchWiz 4.4.2 KitKat, and some Galaxy S5 are updated to 4.4.3, but there is no lot of difference between 4.4.3 and 4.4.2. So this is how the Lollipop looks like. You can see that very basic. Of course, the Nexus 5 it is pure. But when it will come on the S5, it will have TouchWiz and a lot of bloatware. If we go here to about device, then you can see this is running KitKat. So of course, the KitKat and the Lollipop, there is a lot of difference between these devices. Lock screen has been changed. Now the lock screen is like this. Of course, on the Lollipop, a very basic, very clean lock screen. Just you can unlock it. You can also go to camera. You can also quickly call someone if you want to. Same kind of functionality on the Nexus 5, on the S5 actually, with the camera. But of course there is no phone. There's no phone option here, which is available on the Note 4. I can show you. On the Note 4 we have this phone option, which is running 4.4.4 TouchWiz UI. But on the S5 there is no phone option, just at the camera icon, and you can unlock your device. We have some basic information. We have the time, we have the date, we have the temperature, and some other stuff on the top. But on the other hand, here we also do have the same kind of stuff, but it looks more cleaner than that. We can also call someone, so you can see if we go here into the dialer, you can see the dialer is also, we have the white theme, and this is most of the stuff is like TouchWiz on the Nexus on the S5, while here this is pure, so pure. Also on the Nexus 5 running the Lollipop, we have the new touch buttons on the Lollipop. There is no arrows, there is circle, square, and the triangle, while on the S5 we have these touch buttons on the phone. There is no on-screen buttons. So also we have the same kind of home screens on both devices. If we hold, you can see this is based on Google Now launcher. This is TouchWiz, but this is its root is Google Now launcher. And of course we have the same kind of options: wallpaper, widgets, and home screen. This is settings. This will take you to some Google Now settings. While this will take you some home screen settings. You can also change transition effect from 3D rotation to 2D rotations, like this. Only 2 effects available, while this will take you some other in some other options. Of course we have different wallpapers, pretty straightforward. You click on wallpapers, you will get the wallpaper. You can also pick your image if you want to add that one. While here we have two type of things. You can add wallpapers to lock screen, to home screen, to both home and lock screen, and we also have different types of wallpaper on both devices. Of course, both can be rooted, but of course, if you root the S5, if you install any kind of USB ROM, you will lose some functionality. The basic and the most best thing that I like about stock software, stock bloatware softwares on S5 and the Z2 and the devices is the camera app. The camera app is always a lot of feature rich. If I go back into the camera app, you can see this is a lot more feature rich than just the camera app we have on the Nexus 5. So you can see on the Nexus 5 just basic settings. We have the lens blur, but that is no match for the S5. We have selective focus, we have 4K video recording, we have 1080p video recording, we have fast motion, slow motion, some amazing stuff on the S5. While on the Nexus 5, some basic apps and stuff. Of course, you will lose ability to record 4K video on USB ROMs. I'm not sure if some ROMs are available, giving you that functionality. But of course, talking about the 5.0 Lollipop, of course, this is Nexus 5. This is extremely pure. While on the S5, we have a lot of bloatwares, a lot of apps. But this is just straightforward apps. We have same gallery app. And then also, if we go into the notification center, we have this all-new notification center with the brightness. And of course, if we go here, we have to click here to get the most settings. Of course, we have a lot of settings on the S5, NFC, sync, ton of settings. While here we have just basic settings like Wi-Fi, and which looks more good. And this is how the new the new notification center look like. This is going to be updated for the S5, when they will release it. But of course, on the Nexus, on the S5, you can edit these quick settings. But of course, these are a lot of settings, which is most of the settings I don't use. But at the same time, there's no brightness. We have the quick settings. At the same time, you can change the brightness, and at the same time you can enable some other options. But here we don't have the brightness option. First we have to scroll down, and if we go to more settings, then there will be no brightness option. It will go down. So that is something different on both devices. And also, I've done a speed test between these two. You can check on my channel. Of course, this is not the final build. This is close to the final preview, 5.0 Lollipop preview. And so finally, if you go here into the settings, you can see this settings is pretty much straightforward. We have some Wi-Fi options, some display options, then some phone options, phone setting options. While here we have a lot of different cluster of setting stuff. You can change the you can add some quick settings if you want to, like this. It will be added. Of course, I have a lot of settings added. First, I have to disable some settings. Then also you can change your view. Like if you want to see the list view, it will look like this. While this is just the way it is. It is just straightforward. Of course, we do have only Google Now, while here we have the S Voice and Google Now. The music app is Apollo, which comes with this as default. Let's see. Not Apollo actually. This is a music app, 5.0 Lollipop music app. It's not Apollo. You can see, but you can download Apollo from Play Store. While here we have the TouchWiz music app. You already knew that. So as far as final verdict is concerned, the Nexus 5.0 Lollipop looks to be way faster than the S5. Of course, I've used the S5, and most of the time it just slows down just because of its software. While on the Nexus 5, most of the time it is fast just because of its pureness and non-bloatware stuff. Of course, this is rooted, but that is just my comparison. That is how these two software look like. The S5 have TouchWiz, which is more different than what we have here. Completely pure versus bloatware stuff. But some stuff are good on the S5, like the camera app. So same type of functionality. And so just a quick comparison. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next one.